Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, coming at you with one of these phone videos out here in the garage. I'm actually out here cleaning some guns. I took some people to the range for their first shooting experience. In fact, the person I took was one of my personal students and his family. So, for his birthday, he wanted to go to the range, and his family contacted me knowing I have a YouTube channel and said, "Hey, would you be willing to take us to the range for his first experience?" And I said, absolutely. So I got a few guns out and kind of worked him up from a 22 to a 9 millimeter, and then got him to shoot an AR-15 suppressed. And that was a fun day. He had a great time. His family got lots of photos and videos. It was just a great time. So anyway, I'm out here in the garage cleaning a gun and doing something I absolutely love. I know that when I talk about cleaning guns, I always talk about it in a very positive light because I love taking guns apart, cleaning them, and just simply being out here in the garage in my little man cave out here. I'm really a very introverted person. And when I say that, I am probably even underestimating how introverted I am. I know that on the YouTube channel, I come across probably pretty extroverted. I mean, after all, I put myself out there. But I think that just comes as an extension of my life as a musician. I'm just so used to being on stage. And when I do perform, people also think I'm extremely introverted because I'm out there and, dancing around or doing whatever I have to do or playing in front of a bunch of people. But for me, it's all a mental thing. It's all inside. And so when I come out here, I actually just get to sit out here and clean guns. The only person in the world that I can be around all day long, all the time, and it doesn't wear on me, is my wife. She is awesome. I love spending every moment that I can with her. But when it comes to everybody else, I have a limited time and a limited patience. So, as a very famous pianist named Glenn Gould once said, for every hour I spend with people, I need 3 hours to recover. And I'm kind of the same way. And being a teacher, I'm around people all day. And what little time I have outside of my job, when I produce YouTube content, people are constantly emailing me, constantly texting me, which, by the way, I absolutely love because I can email and text on my own time. But sometimes at night when everything's over, I got to come out here and I just got to clean some guns. I just got to sit out here and do some type of project and just, I guess, just kind of exist in my mind. If you guys have ever seen the BBC show Sherlock, I think it starred Benedict Cumberbatch, I think is his name, as Sherlock Holmes. One of the things that he had was a mind palace, a place where he could go and he stores all of his memories and thoughts and could just exist in there. It's like you just kind of stare into the abyss. And that's where you can exist. And I can exist in that place for a long period of time. I can stare off into nowhere and I'm creating things in my mind. I'm whatever is going on. It could be anything mechanical, a problem I have, or I'm just kind of running through solutions, or I'm looking at the future and trying to figure out variables that I can predict to some degree. Because that's something that I've always been able to, I guess I kind of pride myself on, is that I've always had a limited perception of what the future is. Because I am an INTJ on the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator. And if you guys don't know what that is, go check out a website called 16 Personalities. Now, some people think that this is kind of pseudoscience, and maybe it is. It's a personality test. I mean, I don't know how much credence you really want to put into it, but I think for like a general personality traits and types, it's actually pretty accurate. Well, it is accurate for me because I am not a borderline personality. So, for example, some people are introverted sometimes and extroverted sometimes. I'm introverted all the time, and I'm kind of off the scale when it comes to that. And when it comes to an aspect of the test between someone that is a thinker and somebody that is a feeler, I'm a thinker. I never react really with my emotions. It's not that I don't have them. It's just that my default mode is always to go to thought. I always say that whenever something bad happens, I got the rest of my life to cry about it. I got the rest of my life to deal with it emotionally. I can just kind of shut that off and go to my thoughts, because I'm going to make a better decision if I'm thinking clearly than thinking with my heart, if that makes any sense. And I know that's very difficult for a lot of people to do. But if you want to know anything about me, I'm an INTJ. I'm introverted. I'm a judger. Um, so, and by judging, it doesn't necessarily mean that I judge other people. It just means that I judge situationally. Um, and I'm a thinker. And that's just kind of the way that I am. And I'm not a borderline personality. They kind of joke that this personality trait or this personality type is what is referred to as the mastermind or the architect. In that we kind of jokingly say that all of our thoughts kind of end in world domination, because they kind of do. Usually the INTJ personality types are those that you see that are bad guys in movies. So, for example, speaking of Sherlock Holmes, Professor Moriarty, and I'm trying to think of who else. It's like Sauron from Lord of the Rings or Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. They're all INTJs, very introverted, and they're planners, they're masterminds. They're constantly thinking about life as a chessboard. And so, anyway, this is kind of the way that I've always been. And it always surprises people when I tell them that I'm an introvert. They never believe me. Lately in my personal life, though, I've been doing a lot of social activities, and it's really kind of brought me out of my introvertedness, if that's even a word. But I've really been working on like interpersonal communication skills and being able to read people's expressions better. That's another thing that I'm not very good at, is making small talk. Because when it comes to life, I'm very passionate about the things that I'm interested in, and I have to know everything there is to know about it. So people always ask me on the channel and on the live streams and things, how do you know so much about guns? It's not that I think I know a lot about guns. It's just that I remember everything about a subject that I'm interested in. And obviously, firearms is one of those interests. So when I watch videos, read articles, whatever, I remember and learn everything that I can. Now, if you ask me something about a subject I don't care about, let's say football or basketball or something, I don't watch sports. So I can't tell you a single player of the Dallas Cowboys because I don't follow sports. I don't care about it. So none of that matters to me. But when it comes to firearms history, the mechanics of firearms, things like first generation Camaros, I know a lot about that. I love astronomy. So you want to talk about things like, um, astrophysics, dark matter, dark energy, that kind of stuff fascinates me. Different types of stars, neutron stars. I know it probably bores the heck out of a lot of people, but I gobble all of that information up because I'm super passionate about it. So when people want to know, and I guess that's why sometimes people think that I'm in the firearms industry, because I seem to know so much. And it's not me bragging or anything. It's just that I know a lot about enough stuff to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I guess I know enough to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of surprises people. And so, anyway, I guess I just kind of want to turn the camera on tonight and just kind of talk here from the garage and kind of share this experience with you. Because normally, in the evenings, if I'm lucky enough to get a chance, which I did tonight because I got done working a little bit early. So right now it is 8:30. So I get to come out here to the garage. I did film a video earlier today. As you can see, I'm wearing a Texas Gun Vault t-shirt here. I reviewed a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus Performance Center. And that's going to be a great video. I'm really happy. I've already edited and uploaded it. But I got to get the thumbnail and get all that stuff set for later. So that is it. So I thought I'd just kind of share a little behind the scenes, what I do, and, I guess kind of give you a little bit of inside knowledge of the Texas Gun Vault, or the person behind the Texas Gun Vault, that I'm just an extremely introverted person. If I go to a party, I'm the guy that sits at the table and minds his own business. I like to watch people. I don't really interact, and man, you want to talk about horror for me is having to do small talk or have people come up and hug me. My wife is the only exception to that. She can come up and touch me anytime she wants. But everybody else in the world, I got my little personal space. And once people get in, and so when I'm around people that are feelers and people that are touchers, whoo, man, that wears me out. And I'm on high alert because it's like, why are you in my personal space? Why do you talk so much? Why do you have to tell me about your emotions? Because they're irrelevant. But anyway, so that's just a little behind the scenes video. I just wanted to come out here and uh, I guess just talk for a little bit. I know I didn't make a video for this channel yesterday, so I thought I'd just kind of share some thoughts and talk about me being an introvert and how I kind of spend my time, my me time. And yes, it is real. I come out here to the garage where you see me film, and this is my little fortress of solitude. And I just come out here and watch YouTube videos and maybe listen to some podcasts, and that's it. And I'll come out here for a couple hours, fiddle around with some guns, and then return to life as normal, feeling recharged. So there you go. This is an interesting video. I'm curious what your thoughts are. And if you guys, as I said, don't know what the Myers-Briggs personality type indicator is, go check it out. 16 personalities. And take the test. Answer the questions honestly. Don't answer them the way that you think others would want you to answer them. Answer them the way that you truly believe. So if you secretly don't like something or don't like to do something, answer truthfully. Don't answer like you're trying to be a good person. Like, oh, you like to listen to others' feelings. If you don't like to listen to others' feelings, be honest about it. You might learn something about yourself. It was an eye-opening experience for me when I discovered it, because I felt like nobody understood me until I read about the INTJ personality type, which is extremely, extremely rare. It's not the rarest. That would be the INFJ. Pretty much the same thing as me, but a feeler instead of a thinker. But INTJs are pretty rare, and we're very proud to be INTJs. So anyway, so there you go. A little behind the scenes video tonight. What I do in my personal time when I come out here to the garage and clean guns. There you go. So let me know if you have any questions. And I do know a few of you guys have asked me questions, and I'm going to get around to doing that. I think I'm going to do my carry insurance tomorrow because somebody had asked me about that. So there you go. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll continue to try to remember what they are and make these little videos and vlogs on them. All right. So I guess I'll end it like I do on the other channel until I come up with a special, like a tagline for these. As always, thanks for watching.